really helpful. Thank
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm on project 36. So,
I'm
Commissioners meeting, it's Thursday, February 2nd, 9:03 a.m. Roll call, please.
Tim Atkinson.
Here.
Jim Marlowe.
Present.
Jim Razor.
Present.
Okay. Start off with old business today, the excess liability and home trust board member. Once again, information on that. Does anybody have any information like to talk about those two items? Okay, well,
no, I was gonna say, you're gonna contact with Ted about it.
yeah, I haven't got any info. Moving on down to new business, intergovernmental agreement with providing for the decommissioning financial assurance of a commercial solar energy facility located within the corporate limits of the city of Heron. And this is an intergovernmental agreement between the county and the city. House, would you probably know something about this,
Yeah.
don't you?
That's why I'm here.
Yep.
So because they're building this in the city of Heron, Heron is the controlling agency on this. Our ordinance supports the Department of Agriculture's agreement where the county is still on the hook if they dissolve in the middle of this, where we would have to reclaim the area. This puts that onus on the city of Heron. Agree that you take that bond, you take that liability.
This agreement's been legal. I think we've all seen this already. Is there any questions or concerns about this? Somebody like to make a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Tim Atkinson.
Yeah.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Jim Razor.
Next thing on the agenda is the purchase and 2 3/4 ton pickup trucks. Travis, would you like to tell us about that?
Yeah, so we bid these trucks out, I don't know, probably 8 months ago, and Mary Chevrolet got the bid, but they just sent me a letter here the other day saying they were going to build those trucks at the cost that they bid them at. Not sure what their bids do, if you can do that, but they didn't, so we rebid them, and Mary Chevy did not bid it, Watermark Ford bid it, and Hampshire's bid it. The bids come in at $82,230 for 2 new Dodge Ram 2500 met our specs, and that includes 3 trade-ins. And Watermark's bid was $94,738. So approximately $12,000 difference. So with this, I'm asking you guys to approve, go ahead and purchase these from Hampshire Arnold before the window closes. Which they're telling us 3 to 5 months. And that's good because one of our, these are our workhorses for call outs until the neighbors that go out to church and all that stuff. Pipe trucks.
Read here, you put racks on these. I understand that. Do you reuse racks?
So the racks, matter of fact, I was talking to one of the laborers yesterday, the racks that are on the existing 3/4 ton trucks should fit the new ones. And our intention is to take those off the old trucks and hang them, put them on new trucks is our intention. I don't think the body style has changed, so I think it would work. If it doesn't, then I think it's.
So does the brand make a difference there?
It probably would have. It probably would have, but these are both Dodges. It's a Dodge to a Dodge.
Okay.
And I don't think they've changed the body style. Yeah. And then the other thing is one of the old 3/4 ton trucks were converted into a spray truck. So these trucks I think they got about 85,000 on them. So they still got some use. Well, one of them's got some use. One of them still have trouble transmission. So we're not rid of that. We're going to take the spray rig and put it in the better one. And we bought the spray rig last year. It's all remote. So nobody has to be in contact with any of the mist or anything like that. So that's the intention of the trucks. That's it.
Don't you guys get any more questions about this?
I make a motion, we approve the purchase of the two quarter ton pickup trucks.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Tim Atkinson.
Yeah.
Jim Marlowe.
Yeah.
Jim Racer.
And I think you guys should have the original of this. Just real quick, I was going to tell you guys, heard from Baxter last week, evidently this stuff's moving forward with Jackson County. Transfer of the roadway. But as soon as he told me that, I responded and asked about the status of Williamson County, and I've got it. So I'm just kind of assuming that the lead is not. So, just so you know. And should be driving by next week on the bridge up at the one subsided.
Okay.
So contractors working up there, probably heading on the way hopefully next month.
Excellent.
That's all I got, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, moving on down, the agenda. Is there any public comment? Anything else to say? Moving on down into miscellaneous. ARPA, reporting and funding. All right, guys, we had ARPA application for the city of Marion. Did you get that, Stephanie?
Yep. This is the next.
This application is to take a previously awarded amount for a sewer project that was on South Market Street Road and transfer it over to a project on Route 37. That's the removal replacement of the 16-inch force main due to the Department of Transportation's proposed roundabout on Route 37. Did you guys have an opportunity to look through this? Jim, I know you had a question.
Yeah, it seems to me that the transfer concept concerns me a little bit. I would feel more comfortable if we were recalling the approval of the first one and approving this one separately.
Okay.
So that we didn't have any conflict there that we approved two different applications.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, and using the word transfer, in my mind, it's the same amount of money, it's just going from one project to
Yeah,
another.
I have no issue.
But
We had the contract was never set up to have a transfer
never was, right?
in place. So I'd say, listen, I don't know, do we need to vote to cancel that one?
Yeah, do you have that,
Make it formal.
I would
The
think so.
first one that
I
was
think so
approved.
too.
Yeah, the first one that was approved.
Yeah,
Do you have that?
I've got that, I mean, I've got the participation agreement in there, but, this was the application that you guys had voted on.
Yeah,
before.
could you bring that agreement in too
Yeah.
also?
That was my only question.
Secondly, we do go the route of voting to resolve the other contract. Be here. I know, I'm just looking for protocol.
Do you know when they needed this done? Is this imminent, this project?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm fine with this. Like on the table, talking about everything else.
At least talk with people.
So, are you guys good with that? Does anybody have anything else for ARPA that you want to talk about?
I brought it up once before. Consideration for the skill training.
Did they fill out another application?
Yeah, back in August.
They did? Do we have that one?
Here is the, discussion of Marion,
Okay,
and
that's,
then this is the new one that's still in town.
dropped out.
Yeah, I did
You want to tell us about that?
Well, the cost of the material that, when they originally sent us the first contract, I guess it's, and they're short, I think, let me see. They're short, let's say 30 some odd thousand.
Original award was 262.
Funds requested are 38,297. I did ask them, which is in our contracts that we give them, if the award is not given, second award, the project still be completed. He said, yes, they just take it on. So it's up to the board whether we want to fund the rest or not. Some of these projects I do know probably have been completed. They've taken out loans for the balance. I'm thinking almost everybody has incurred a spike in the original bids. And then we're getting out these projects, maybe have fallen short a little bit, maybe not all, but some of them have. But in this case, they're coming back with the addition. So we want to wait to see what we have. Or do you want to just, that's the question. Do we want to fund the rest?
On their original application, which I apologize, I don't have in front of me. Not the second application, the original. How did they answer the question of what would happen if the funds came up short?
They said they take out their own.
So,
They said they.
And at least one other case, we had a project finished with a balance and then we later didn't let them use that balance for something that wasn't an application, so. Probably were more comfortable staying with the original application.
That's what I'm at, Jim. This,
that's what we're trying to,
so,
I'm kind of leaving that with this.
right, I mean, and that has the potential to open up the door for projects that even though they said they would have the funds to complete, but they ran short, then it become back here looking for those funds.
Some setting precedent.
That's where I was at on this, Jim.
So we've helped them out with the biggest lion's share of this project. I don't think 38, maybe I should say.
Yeah. How much you didn't pay them? Actually, did you have any fund?
P22, so right now they've had $24,000 expended, which I think that's all engineering.
So they haven't even begun to work. So.
I'd say that they just received a bid. That's what the bid came in at. Yes, that's what they're asking.
Yeah, there's bound to be a 10% contingency in that, in those, in the original, there would have been some kind of contingency money from the original request. And they haven't started construction yet, something like that. There will be a few change orders. So for sure, 38,000 probably will be more. So.
Like I said, I think we've helped out.
I think so too, and I hope they have a successful project. I mean, that was the whole purpose of doing all of this ARPA stuff, is to help these districts out that run tight.
I was talking to, the person who said it would not stop.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else for ARPA?
I mean, I've got two.
You got some. Do
Do you want me to go over this?
Yeah. We have time. Let's go.
So this is a running fluid spreadsheet of all the projects that we currently have going on. There's 36 total projects, as you can see on the front. The total amount that's been awarded is at $12,456,634.86. Which leaves, roughly 540 or 530,000 for the total award. from the federal government. I've marked which ones are considered to be complete. Some of these may have funds left on them, but I mean, the projects are either have been completed, told to us by either the entity themselves or by the or the engineer, construction administrator. There are a couple of these, I mean, that are countywide ones that all monies have been expended. So there may be some, or I guess they're completed, but all monies maybe haven't been expended. So that would be stuff that I guess we need to pull it back or put back into the fund. The back page, that's got all of our receipt disbursement lines and everything else, but UEI, I will go back into the SAMs. That was something I was thinking about maybe adding to that letter, is I can go in and we go into the SAMs.gov portal and I can type all these up and see if any of them have expired or if any of them have upcoming expiration dates to make sure that they are, I mean, in the process of renewing that for their annual license that has to be done each year. So just in case there's a project that's going on and if it has expired or something, we basically tell them that the funds are going to be withheld until notification that it's an active number. So, and then as you brought up, I missed one or I typed one in incorrectly because North Highway does have it and Blairsville does not. So I will work on cleaning that up and get that all updated and providing more updated copy.
For Blairsville, I did reach out to your attorney and ask them to start working on that. I guess actually some entities have been able to get it relatively easily and some have not.
Yeah, just for example, I worked with Ryan Farley on several of these. Fergus, when he requested theirs, they had theirs within, I want to say 2 weeks max.
Yeah.
When we were trying to obtain North Highway 37s, it was, I think, 6 weeks.
With Ryan.
With Ryan's help. Yeah, and Ryan did almost all of the work, or at least interacting, corresponding with the district's attorney. And
Does
getting
it
all the
cost? Does
information.
it cost?
There's no cost to do it. It's just you have to provide documentation and different things. And if you've never had one, I mean, that obviously takes more effort to be able to obtain it than renewing one or even one that's already maybe expired and you're just reactivating the license. So I will work on getting those updated and corrected. Get that to you. But most all of them, I think there's 4 or 5 projects that have not started at all, have not expended any money, on those. So those are something that will be requested. I know Tim's talked to the engineer on 2 of the projects, or 3 of the projects. So we know that those are coming. The bid letting is happening very soon, and that projects are going to be starting either in the spring or fall, depending upon how the materials come in. So those will be at least moving forward. You've already worked the money, but we know that they're going to be completed. Within that
So-
timeline.
Craneville will be completed, Carterville will be completed. Well, it's going to be bid.
Yeah.
Should be completed in 25.
Yeah.
Cambria should be completed this year. Lakeside should be, the engineering is done, and that's with Brian Ziegler and Homer Sheffer. And he actually requested to come in and present what he's doing with his projects. So when we set the time for next meeting, he'll come in and give us a presentation of what's being done on those projects. And if we need to have Brother Fox, who is handling Craneville and Carterville, we call we can bring him in also at that time.
I know there's a completion deadline. Is there an initiation deadline?
You just have to award the money by December 31st, 2024. It's got to be in the system. That's like, whenever I sent you guys the last report, this is the first time it popped up. So there was approximately $1.5 million, because it's including the, I don't input the awards until they've started. I guess as we get closer, and we get into that September reports, I may go ahead, even if they haven't started, if you award the money, we're gonna go ahead and probably input those in there, just so that it takes that into consideration and pulls that off the table. So, as long as it's awarded and in the system, then the work has to be completed by September 2026.
The ability to award the money and say where the money's going to go ends on the end of this year.
So we want to have everything allocated or recalled
Yes.
by then, so that
And
we
reallocated, per se.
see it called back to the federal government.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my intention or the hope would be, I guess, when that October, well, it'll be the September 30th report. When October hits, that we basically reallocated, like if there's a project that is fully completed and they had money left over, I've updated that and dropped that award down. And then the final amount would be part of that $10 million allowance that would be able to be captured by the county.
So that was the initial plan. We started making two boards. We knew we were going to award a certain amount, and then whatever was left over, we knew that we would probably be the funds from projects that we completed, what they didn't spend all the money. And so waiting until then to make that pay for that money. And then when Ash was in the office yesterday, we worked through we spent a few minutes on what we're going to ask the recipients. We broke it down basically into two sides. It's a completed project and it's ongoing projects. And for completed projects, I want to know if you guys have anything you want to add or change. Completed projects or close out paperwork, final waivers and invoices. And the audits, during the time that they have been in this program, we work with audits. And then letters stating project completion, the date, and to make sure that it's completely done. And then for ongoing projects, timeline to complete the project, that's really probably the most important from there, is making sure that you're gonna have it done. Waivers and invoices to date. Some projects are gonna have waivers of lien from construction and suppliers. Other projects may just have invoices such as Aaron House Hub. So they didn't really have subcontractors. And then, of course, audits since the award. That's what we came up with for the ongoing projects, is you guys can think of off the top of your head. So there's,
I think that keeps us informed.
it does. I've had a conversation with Brett on this too. So I think we've got everything in this. Once again, it's not a big thing. We're just trying to get information from it, and it's not an end all. At some point, we have to ask. Yeah, I was just going to give them maybe a week or two. And there's no reason why they can't give us the.
I think I would specify.
Yeah.
Something.
Right. I thought we might set up another meeting, maybe in 2 weeks. Maybe go back to that Wednesday afternoon at 1:15. And we'll have the letters written and sent out. I'll send you guys copies of those letters so that you'll see what they are. Stephanie's going to work with Ashley to make sure that we get them sent to the right. If it's an ongoing project, if it's a completed project, make sure you get that information sent out. Do we want to put like maybe a form or something to help them with the information? Is that something that you think we need? Or you done it for?
Like a checklist?
Like a checklist?
Can,
I mean,
or something.
If you think it's something we need, or
Just whatever you have, just say you need the following items.
this works for me. I mean, if I got a letter with these things, I mean, it would be real simple. There's only 3 items on one,
Right there.
3 items on one, and 4 on the other. But I don't want to miss something.
Well, and to clarify, I mean, I have all the invoices and the project managers have it. The lien waivers, but I also want to make sure, there's a couple times, well, even on like this one, maybe why actually, it shows 2 outstanding invoices, like on the bottom of Horner Schiffer's payroll, but kind of 90% certain paid these. So what I want to make sure is their documentation that ours matches what they have, and we're not missing, an outstanding invoice or something that we're not aware of. So I was like, we have those, I just, just to make sure we're not just writing checks to people, just send us an email and say.
Yeah. Hey, no, this counts.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Speaking of White Ash, Brian has, he's gonna have the final little bit of work that needs to be done out there on that project. There was some lining, pipes, and pipe that needed to be taken care of. There were a few animals that needed to be lined. And that was part of the presentation he's going to bring to us. Pumps, there are pumps that were required for this station. Pumps are going to be, they should be in, they may be in now, they will be in for sure within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, if we get good weather, Jim, if it's sunny, we might get those pumps in 2 weeks. Those pumps have been shipped to the contractor, so they're not coming here, they're being pressed out. Pumps in the parking lot. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Jimmy went where you work close one day, let you know the pumps.
Yes, sir.
And then at that point, I talking with Brian, I believe at that point, that's when we will have our discussion with Johnson City. Okay?
White Ash, everybody out there, I know more about the station.
So it's really interesting, isn't it, Jim? Yeah, you're gonna have it. That's for sure. All right, does anybody have anything else for today?
I do have 2 requests.
You have 2? I thought you were done, actually.
I was almost done. Close.
Okay.
Let's see. Actually, speaking of White Ash, this is Horner Schifrin invoice just for project administration for $187.50. And then for the Freemansport Water Tower, there are 3 invoices for Horner Schifrin for construction administration, totaling $3,977.
And that was what was there.
One was for White Ash, both from Horner Schifrin.
Okay.
And then the other one is for Freemansport Water Tower.
I'll be glad to see that Freeman spoke project. Really, not in good shape. Okay, so you guys would look at your calendars. About March 6th, so you guys available March 6th?
Yes, sir. Good.
Okay, you want to set, I always hated the 1:15 meeting. Tell me to set it at 1:30, or would you rather have it in the morning? There's no reason to do it.
Brett, I think Brett was only available.
Afternoon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, tell you what, hold up the day. I'm gonna call Red after the meeting, and I'll ask him about that Wednesday the 6th.
I'm assuming you don't need me, but I'm in Springfield today.
See, you weren't asking for an answer to that question.
I'm just making a statement. If you need items or materials, I can provide those to you
So Jim, you said,
before information.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else for this meeting this morning? Okay, motion to adjourn.
so
Second.
Roll call, please.
Jim Maxon.
Yeah.
Jim Marlowe.
yeah,
Jim Razor.
thanks actually to this.
No problem.
This is very.
I mean, I will clean it up and get that